Welcome to Wednesday's edition of the Cosmo and Cat Show Fun Size Podcast. A daily dose of awesome audio in 20 minutes or less to make your day a little better.
Dun, 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 boom. How many weddings do you have this year, y'all? How many are you going to? This interesting survey is out based on going into spring wedding season. June's not that far away. It says that 27% of women, 27%, that's fairly high number, hated. 27% of women hated the way they were proposed to.
Oh, no. Well, it's because, do you want to be surprised or not? I mean, you know.
And how much of that was judging it against what your friend Tiffany got? Oh, my God. You know, Tiffany's proposal was blank, and now you're trying to keep up with the Joneses kind of thing, you know, and see what she got versus what you had.
Or how many times do we watch the fancy schmancy influencers or something on TikTok or Insta, and we're like, what the heck? We didn't get what Kim Kardashian got. Well, you know, I mean, comparison is the thief of joy.
Anyone brave enough? Or maybe the proposal you hated was from your ex-husband and you're divorced, and you should have known the second he proposed the way he did with a corn dog or something at the fair.
Yes. Or just toss the ring across the table at you. That's literally what happened to me the first time.
Wow. I didn't know. Wow. Okay. I almost said his name. I'm like, no, don't do that. So, if anybody wants to and is brave enough, would you be willing to share the crappy proposal story with us? 441 Y107. I know you saw one on, was it TikTok or Insta or whatever that you saw that happened at Disney?
Yeah, this guy wanted to propose to his girlfriend. They were at Disney World. And, you know, typical, most people are in front of the castle. There's, staff that are helping out. They do whatever they can to make it special there and everything. But no, this genius of a man, he's going to step it up a notch. So he decides to do it on Splash Mountain at the peak right before the big drop. And he drops the ring.
Oh.
It's gone.
Was he trying to... I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to time it with the photo that they take right as you drop, because then your face is all like, oh!
Yeah.
Because that's what every girl dreams of, is her saying yes to the ring while she's...
And having a picture to capture that face. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks like
I'd be so happy and thrilled.
27% of women hated the way they were proposed to. Are you one of them?
Call Cosmo and Cat now. 441 Y107.
Cosmo and Cat Show. I think I know what I'm having for lunch today. I texted my brother and sister just a second ago, and I said, I think in honor of Dad's birthday today, and my dad's been gone, it'll be 5 years in April.
Yeah.
5 years in April. Today would have been his 85th birthday. I think in honor of his birthday today, I'm going to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with butter on it.
You are. You better get some bread and milk.
Oh, we don't have bread or milk? I knew we were out of milk. Well, then I should do the Johnny Lou thing. That was my dad's name, John Lewis. I always call him Johnny Lou, and my mom's like, now stop that. I'm like, well, that's his name, Mom. Come on. She goes, I never once called him Johnny Lou. I'm like, I know that, but I like to say it.
Yeah, it's cute.
And I never called him that either, but...
not to his face.
He would, not a lot of butter, but enough to just kind of cover both pieces of bread, just a little glaze of butter, and then the peanut butter, and then jelly. That's how you do the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And so most of my childhood, that's how I made them, too.
Right. And I'd never heard of putting butter on it because... I just never heard of that.
One of the first times, I still remember it. You were like, what are you doing? We were at your condo, and you're like, are you putting butter on that? What? I'm like, yeah, what? Leave me alone.
Yes, very different.
Leave me alone.
Very different.
So, yeah. And then you mentioned milk. We got to talk about that the other night when we took Mom to the fish fry. We passed, we were going to the old church that we went to, and we went to the old neighborhood, and Dad would always, on his way home from work, 3 times a week. Okay, we had 3 kids. There was 5 of us in the house. 3 times a week, he would stop at that 7-Eleven at Dorset and Bennington. There used to be a back cut through through an apartment complex. It's blocked off now. It looks like a tornado went through there. There's tree limbs, all over the road, and a gate now. You can't even begin to go back there.
Right.
But that was like Dad's secret way to get back to this. And then 7-Eleven would be right there, and he would avoid a couple stoplights. It probably saved him 32 seconds, But, hey, that was his hack. And he would come home with 3 gallons of 2% milk. 3 times a week.
3 times a week. I've never heard of somebody going through, like my stepdad growing up, he loved milk, like drank it all the time, but never have I heard of drinking that much milk.
We drank milk with every meal, with breakfast, with lunch, with dinner. We were not allowed to have soda. We didn't have soda in the house hardly ever until we were older. Barely had Kool-Aid. There was some juices every once in a while or whatever, but that was it. Neighborhood kids would freak out. We'd be playing street hockey in the cul-de-sac and come in, be all hot and sweaty, and they're like, "What do you got to drink?" We're like, "Milk." Like, what?
Yeah, you guys would be hot and sweaty and down milk instead of water. Yeah, there's no way. No way.
With every meal, and still to this day, my brother carries on the tradition. I can't do it. Like, we'll be eating somewhere and he'll have a big tall glass of milk with lasagna or something.
Yeah, stuff like that. I can drink milk. I am the total opposite. Like, we hardly drank any milk. My stepdad was the only one who had milk galore. And so I don't know, just growing up, I didn't have it much. My kids don't drink it very much or anything now, because they didn't really grow up with it or whatever. But now the older I get, because I'm like 25 now, I feel I find myself craving it, and wanting to drink it every once in a while or whatever, and it's not bad.
Yeah. So, literally there would be one at the foot of his chair at the end of the table, one in the refrigerator, and then when it was in the winter months, one would sit on the front step of the garage. We never had a garage fridge.
You do that.
When it's cold outside, you only have room for one in the fridge and then one on the step. The garage is freezing. So, but we drank milk all the time with ice. You used to make fun of me because I drink milk with ice cream. People are like, "What are you drinking milk with ice cream?" There's milk in the ice cream. Stop drinking all the milk.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, it's so good. So, all right.
But out of habit and respect, every time we have a birthday now, like the family's coming over or it's just you and Emma and Cole or whatever, we got a gallon of milk with the ice cream and cake.
Extra milk. So I got to write down, I need milk, I need bread, I need, like a storm's coming. Milk, bread, eggs. Get the milk, bread, eggs. Oh, man. But, a little peanut butter jelly sandwich with butter today.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Dad. Love you, Johnny Lou. Cosmo and Cat Show. This recent survey and some bridal thing getting ready for wedding season in the spring. 27% of women hated their proposal. What I want to know is how many of those 27% hated the proposal, and it's now, because it's an ex-husband now. That was They clearly knew from that moment that it was going to be downhill from there. So we told you the Disney fail.
Why do we say yes anyway? Oh, my God.
The Disney fail one. You have another one of fail
Yeah, we
proposal?
got a text from Ed at the lake. He said that they were drunk at a rock festival. So, with a ring made of 2 pieces of grass knotted together. She said yes, and I realized I'd made a terrible mistake.
Oh, you were at a rock festival. What kind of grass was it? Was it something from Shangri-La or? Let's see. Anyone brave enough to share their hated proposal story? Robin's at the lake. She says she is. Robin, you're awesome.
You're awesome. I have a bad proposal story.
Okay, let's hear it, Robin.
So the night before he proposed, we got into a huge argument. The next morning, he went and got pancakes covered in the strawberry, blueberry sauce. It was disgusting. And he put the ring in the pancakes, leaned next to the side of the bed, woke me up and said, "Would you marry me?"
Oh.
In the sauce, like on top of the pancake?
Yeah. I didn't see the ring. I rolled over and I said no, and I went back to bed.
Nice. Yeah, which is exactly what I would have done. Number 1, don't wake me up. Number 2, that is not a way to make up.
Nope. 8 years later, we got divorced.
441 Y107. listening to the Cosmo and Cat Show on KTXY Jefferson City with Cosmo
Hold down the D. Hold down the D.
and Cat.
We're at the zoo in the monkey house.
It's the all-new Cosmo and Cat Show on Y107.
What is up, Midmo? It is the Cosmo and Cat Show.
Morning.
Extra $100 might be nice to finish off your spring break or save it for summer vacay, weekends at the lake coming up, or whatever it is. Rate this available for you right now.
All you got to do is take less than 5 minutes, like seriously 3 to 4 minutes. Pop in your earbuds, listen to the clips, vote on them, tell us if you like them, you don't, whatever, and you get a say in what we play on Y. So you can also get in to win $100. If you've already done it, do it again. We changed the clips up. Text rate RATE to 800-500 Y107.
5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Trending now.
What everybody's talking about, it is trending now. And we do that every morning, 6, 7, and 8 o'clock. Give you some of the big stories and headlines that people are buzzing about when you head into work. That way you can talk about it with your coworkers and everybody. For this Wednesday, March 26, 2025, Happy National Spinach Day.
Well, thank you. You too. You as well. You as well.
No problem. See if I can do my Popeye laugh. It was all right. That was not bad. It's got some work. Lady Gaga is being sued by a skateboard and clothing company called Lost International. Never heard of before. I saw this story this morning. But they kind of have a case here. It'll be interesting to see how this goes because... apparently they warned Gaga. They're like, "Hey, stop using this logo. It's ours. Basically, you're ripping us off. Stop it." And she said, "No." She kept using it. So it's called Mayhem. Is their logo, and that's the name of Gaga's new album. Is Mayhem.
Right.
And when you look at the logos, which the surf company's been using and has trademarked since 2015, so 10 years. Side by side, man, they're pretty darn similar, and you can see that on our Facebook Y107 FM. The surf company says, "Yeah, we're suing you. We want to block you from using this logo. We want damages, including any profits that you're making off this Mayhem logo and album. So if you're putting that thing on some merch and you're selling some shirts, you pay us, Gaga."
Trending now.
I know a lot of us don't even want to hear the words Super Bowl after how the Chiefs just played.
You're not kidding.
But a fun fact about Kendrick Lamar's record-setting halftime show, it received 125 FCC complaints. 125 people took the time out of their lives that they will never get back to complain about his potty mouth and his dance moves.
Okay.
But 10 of them were specifically ticked off about his attacks on Drake.
I wonder if Drake wrote one of them.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, 133.5 million people watched it. Okay, watched this halftime show. I don't think Kendrick really cares about 125. But just to give you a little perspective, you know, back when J-Lo and Shakira did the halftime show, 1,300 complaints.
Well, yeah, because they were naked, basically. Shakira,
Yeah.
Shakira.
Trending now.
One of those was not from me, I'll tell you that. MoDOT is working on a lot of stuff on I-70, obviously between St. Louis and Columbia, and that's going to be going for a couple of years as they widen that stuff. But this weekend specifically, a heads up in the Kingdom City area, construction crews working to remove the railroad bridge west of US 54. So beginning 7 o'clock Friday night, continuing through Sunday morning at 6. One lane of east and westbound I-70 under the railroad bridge will be closed. Okay? So that's going to be a thing. Watch out.
And now it's time for Kat's mid-motivation quote of the day.
Gratitude is what allows you to be happy.
Find and share today's mid-motivation in our stories on Y107 on Instagram.
It's the raining man. Hallelujah, it's the raining man.
Get it, Cat. Fist pumping away over there. Go, go. Go, 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 go.
It's got a good beat.
Yeah. starting to get your early workout in for the big Friday night dance party at Shady Gators at Y107 all summer long.
Oh, yeah.
Getting after it. Let's power back up the Y107 app. The Sweet 16 of March Men-Ness. The hottest of the hot guys out of music, out of movies, out of television, superheroes.
I was only wrong on 3 of the guys.
I missed 5.
So I'm beating you.
You are currently in the lead, yes. The most correct. The 2 matchups going today into the Sweet 16. Adam Levine against Zayn Malik.
Adam Levine's going to win.
He's up almost 78% to 23%.
Yep.
And then I don't know how he makes the comeback. I know a lot of you ladies love you some Pedro Pascal. But he is up against the supernatural Jensen Ackles.
Yeah, man. Ugh.
Jensen
I've got Jensen all the way. That's so hard, though.
He almost has 89%, Jensen does. So if you're a Pedro fan, now's your time. You need to get on the Y107 app, download it, and vote. Tell all the other ladies who love you some Pedro. You can't wait for The Last of Us, the season 2 premiere. They were on the red carpet, and we were talking about it yesterday, Kat, about the fact that there's a rumor that he and Jennifer Aniston are dating, and they actually asked him on the red carpet last night about him and Jennifer, and this is what he had to say.
We're friends, and we went to dinner with mutual friends. It happens.
It happens.
We went out
That's
to dinner.
what you do with friends.
Yes.
Get over it. Oh, that's funny.
Again, if you love Pedro.
Man, I was kind of hoping they were going to be a couple.
Well, it could happen. It could happen.
No, you never know.
Right now, Jensen over Pedro, and Adam Levine is beating Zayn Malik. You have until later tonight to get your votes on the Y107 app, and then we see what the next matchup is in the Sweet 16. See all the guys, all the brackets, compare them to the brackets you picked, and get on it. March Men-Ness, Y107 app.
This is the Cosmo and Cat Show on Y107.
We were talking about crazy, actually horrible proposals. Well, like 27% of women don't want their, or did not like their proposal. This guy got his girlfriend a diamond ring as a birthday present. It wasn't even like, like an engagement or anything.
Uh-huh.
So she unwraps it and then says, "Oh, stupid guy, of course I will."
Oh.
And he didn't want to deal with the awkwardness, so he went through with it.
Oh, come on.
It didn't last.
They got married? Oh, bro, what the heck, dude?
Thanks for listening to the fun-sized Cosmo and Cat Show podcast. Be sure to like, follow, and share. And thanks in advance for the 5-star rating and review.